Hey guys, this is Andrew back with another MASH update for you. Got a few things logistically to share with you, and then want to share a little bit of something that's been on my heart lately. Number one, I made a mistake in the last video. I did not include the most recent date for foundations coming up. So that is this Saturday, June 20th. There are still spots available. Link will be in the email if you've not registered for that and are available and want to jump in. We'd love to have you. Number two, updated roster. Everyone who's signed up is attached in the email as a PDF. I think we're up to 114, so we got a little bump from the last email, which is great. Again, we need to be about 300. If you've not registered yet, or you're not sure if you've registered yet, check that roster. If your name's not there, that means you're not registered yet. If you want to go ahead and get registered, which we would love, there's a link in the email to do that as well. We need as many people as we can get. Oh, and Steve Wilson is also going to be a coach. I forgot him last time, and he let me know. So now I'll make sure you all know Steve Wilson's included. Number three, very exciting, a MASH Communities Master Calendar is being created that we can share out with you guys. That will include all the different community connection events going on throughout the whole city. There's Tuesday night stuff in the east side. There's Bible studies going on in Mason. There's Friday morning bagels, all kinds of cool stuff going on. That all kind of happening in pockets, but we've heard a lot of people just don't know what's going on. So big shout out to Dan Littleback, who leads communities centrally for us. He's putting that together. We'll send that out once we have that. So if you're looking for ways to stay connected over the summer, we'll have that for you as a reference, and we'll love to see all of you guys at any of those different events that we have going on through the summer. Last thing I want to share is just a reiteration of one of the points of vision that I feel like the Lord's really pressed on my heart for this coming up camp. And he used the phrase like, be prepared to partner. And when I was praying about that, the verse he kept bringing me back to is when he calls the first disciples, and he comes to them from the shore as they've been fishing all day, but their nets are empty. He says, throw your nets on the other side. They have a haul that's so big they have to have another boat come and pull it in. The interesting thing that he pointed out to me was they'd been fishing all day. They were experts. They knew exactly what they'd been doing, highly experienced, highly trained, had all the right tools, but their nets were empty. It wasn't until they heard from the Lord that they were able to haul in this giant catch. But also, had the Lord directed those fish to be at that place in that time and they weren't prepared, didn't have the tools, didn't have the experience, were just floating in the water, they wouldn't have been able to take on that blessing. They couldn't have stewarded the gift that God gave them in that moment. So it really was a combination of being highly prepared, skilled, trained, and equipped, and also listening to the Spirit, listening to the voice of Jesus to do exactly what he told them to do in the moment. That was this perfect combination of being prepared to partner with what God had for them. And that is really what I feel like is something that God's emphasizing right now for our MASH community, is that he has this giant outpouring that he wants for us. He wants to reveal things to us, speak things to us for the guys that we're ministering to, maybe even reveal stuff to us that these guys aren't prepared to reveal to us in the moment. And we have to be prepared to partner. We have to be prepared to steward that gift in real time. So I encourage you guys to really lean in right now to hearing the Lord's voice. When you think about the triangle that we always talk about in our ministry encounters, there's that arrows 3 and 4, what we're getting from the Lord and what we're delivering back to the camper sitting on the hay bale in front of us. If that camp time is the first time you're trying to hear and calibrate and understand what the Lord's speaking to you, it's going to be really challenging, and it could be really overwhelming if he's really outpouring a ton. So right now it's all about spending time with Jesus, connecting that kind of arrows 2 and 3, be really familiar with what the voice of the Lord sounds like, and getting some practice delivering those. That could happen in foundations training, that could happen in some of these community events, that could happen just sitting around with your friends. So we really encourage that for you as well. So thank you all for your yes. Thank you for going on this journey with us. We're really excited to partner with you all, to serve with you, and to see what Jesus does in the fall. Thanks.